What is up, guys? Welcome on back to my channel. In this video we are actually going to be installing an N2MB watt box on the Mustang. I'm actually going to be able to stay true to my name, no lift shift. Hopefully with that feature I'm going to be able to bang gears a lot quicker. I actually no lift shift. Look at that guy right there drinking his soda over there. Is it a Diet Coke? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be able to do the no lift shift, actually shift quicker. With these MT82s, they're a bit trash in my opinion. Don't know how much longer that's gonna actually last with the Whipple. I am planning on getting a built MT82, but that's gonna take some time since I do have my other build. If you're not aware, I have a 1JZ Miata that I rod knocked for the second time. Don't know why I'm having no luck with that motor, or JZ type of motor, but once again I'm gonna go ahead and rebuild that and you know, see how long it lasts again. But for now we're gonna go ahead and jack up the car, get ready, pull the wheel, and start routing the wiring for the watt box and go from there. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I got the wheel off. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this wheel liner. We need to access a rubber grommet that's on the inside that I need to snip. That way I could run the wire from the inside of the car out to here. I'm gonna route it somewhere in here, and then it's gonna go connected to the PCM that's can't see it, but it's somewhere right here. Gonna have to tap in 3 wires. 2 are gonna be spliced and 1 is gonna be completely cut apart, and then re-splice them. Stay tuned. Like I said, it's not an install, it's just more of a walkthrough, I guess. Definitely not a professional at this. Although we did install the supercharger and it's still in good shape. Knock on wood. Hopefully nothing happens.
Flock Motors, baby. Yeah,
Flock Motorsports right here. Hit them up if you want some
Don't hit me
work
up.
done.
I will not reply.
Hit them in the DM.
I will not reply.
Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we are finished with the wiring. I haven't tucked this away. Well, hopefully, exactly. I haven't tucked any of this away yet or reloomed it with electrical tape, because we want to make sure we actually did a good job. So we're gonna leave that exposed for now. We're gonna load the tune or adjust the watt box with my computer right now, and then go around the block and see how, you know, if we did a good job with it. Well, hopefully, because then we won't really be able to go around the block. But we have the tire back on, or the wheel back on, and the liners all back in place. We ran the wire with a loom around the wheel well, and it's actually coming out through by the fender right here, and it comes out right here. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and make sure everything's good to go before we loom this side in here. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so it has been some time since we just last did the install for the watt box. It seemed like some of the wiring was actually messed up, and ended up being the blue wire and the green wire going to the PCM. Went back in there and checked it out, made sure that the connections were in the right pinholes, or the right pins. Took the plastic from the PCM harness off. I was able to trace it, and it was the correct wire that we tapped into, and it unfortunately wasn't working. So I continued doing some further investigations, and on the actual N2MB software, there's actually a when you press the clutch, you could see that when the clutch is up or down, whatever position it's at when you hit read on that software, and it wasn't showing the accurate position that either the clutch or the throttle was. So I went ahead and did the 2 wires for the PCM. Like I said, it's the green and the blue. Went back in there, stripped those wires back, and ended up fixing the connections. We had solder on there before, but I ended up removing the solder, and it turns out it was actually the solder. The wires were on there perfectly fine. They were good. They were making good connection, but for some reason it wasn't working, so I went ahead and redid that wiring. So now the watt box does work. I have driven the car a couple of times, but I can't really tell If it's well, it feels faster, but I can't really tell since I haven't really ran it up against one of the previous cars that I've done a couple runs with. So we're gonna try to see if we could sometime later down, if we could run it against one of those cars, maybe my buddy's Lamborghini. Other than that, the GT500, that buddy no longer owns that car, so we'll see what other car that I could possibly run against that I ran before. But till then, I'll go ahead and show you the feature of the watt box blinking when it's engaging. And so here's the wiring. I tucked in, shit, it's hot. It's coming from the wheel well. I tucked in the other wiring harness and made it look nice and pretty. Almost looks like if it's factory wiring harness. If I can get this to zoom in. Looks like a factory wiring harness right here. I put electrical tape all on it. The other one's farther down right there, if it focuses. But you know, I had to strip back a little bit more wire, got that wiring all said and done. I might add some more wire loom on here, that way these wires aren't exposed. But I mean, other than that, besides those few wires right there exposed, looks practically normal, I guess. Not with that supercharger, but so far so good. So with the ignition on, you can see that the blue light on the N2MB is on. Now if I go to press the throttle, you could see that it blinks. It blinks, you let off, go back on, it blinks. Now same thing with the ignition, sorry, with the clutch, it'll blink, let off, blink. So you definitely want that. That's how you know that the features are working on the car. I yet have to find out where the perfect adjustment is for me. Like I said, I'm gonna see if I could get a run-in with my buddy's Lamborghini once again, since he was the only one that I could technically think of. And he really only beat me because I had to shift, and his was an auto. And without the N2MB, it was actually becoming a little bit difficult to shift. It was becoming a little bit more difficult in shifting with this trans, like it is the MT82, which everyone knows that these trans are known for having issues. But hopefully this relieves some of that strain on that trans. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the no lift shift yet, so once I figure out how to properly set up the parameters on the software, we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. There's a little quick footage of the car running with the blower. Anyways guys, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.